Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some battles up against legends and experts here as we do rise up in rank, and we're going to kind of highlight Escavalier using Galarian Rapidash as well as Swampert on the team here. So this is a pretty good team comp. I will tell you, a horrible lead is going to be not as horrible as my other team, but it's still going to be Empoleon. But we can make a comeback because we do have Escavalier as well as Swampert can handle that. We do have Earthquake on that. Take a look at the IVs. I will put them up on the side as well as their moves here. Alright, so going up against this legend here, we did experience some lag, which caused us to have to use our shield. Now, we didn't have to, but we knew a Blast Burn was going to be coming our way. That would have taken us out, and we would have wasted that energy here. So, awesome. We're receiving, some lag going up against the legend. That's just perfect. They're going to be going ahead and bringing in a Lucario. It did take them some time to finally pick, which was a big red flag to me that they did not know what exactly they should be doing here. Because this Galarian Rapidash throws everybody off. I mean, the typing is amazing. It's like Gardevoir, but Gardevoir does not charge its moves extremely fast. So the reason why they did not attack there is because they wanted to gain some farm with the Lucario. They weren't experiencing lag. This is a legend. They know what they're doing here. We're going to be going in with Swampert to absorb whatever they're going to throw at us, as well as dishing out the damage right back. This close combat's not going to be enough to take us out, and they back out before we're able to take out that shiny Lucario. Good game, legend. Good game. Into the next battle, we're met with an expert here. Let's see what they're going to be bringing to the table, and it is going to be an Abomasnow. So we are going to be leading with the Galarian Rapidash, and we do have the Swampert and the Escavalier in the back. This matchup is not the best in the world. It's not the worst either, but Abomasnow is going to be hitting pretty hard. Galarian Rapidash, unfortunately, is pretty squishy. So we're going to go ahead and let this Weather Ball go through. We're going to let all of it go through because we're going to go ahead and go in here with the Escavalier and start farming down while we're going to be taking resisted damage from all of its charge moves. And we're going to be able to gain some decent energy by the time this thing does go down. Don't think they're going to want to swap because they're going to lose that swap advantage here. Looks like they're just going to go down with the ship. Exactly. Good play. Going in with Machamp, and we're absolutely not going to be going for Megahorn. No points resisted. Going to be going for that Drillrun, getting a shield, and the first one, swapping into Swampert here. They're deciding to stay in here, getting a little bit of farm, well, quite a bit. Going to go ahead and shield up that Cross Chop just to preserve the health on the Swampert a little bit here. Going to go for that Hydro Cannon instantly here, so they are going to be kind of forced to use that shield or swap. Looks like they want to use that last shield. And we are going to go ahead and let this go through here. We will be able to survive and get off this Hydro Cannon, which is going to be fantastic. So let's see here. Almost taking them out. And then one more quick move. Great. And they do have their own Swampert in the back. We're actually able to get to a Hydro Cannon. And this is actually very good. Going to go ahead and swap after we get this out into our Escavalier and get to that Drillrun. Yes, they did have a Hydro Cannon, but they knew they needed to build up to about 2 before they're going to be in the clear because we still do have a shield. So just a little heads up, if people are like building up energy, you have a shield left, you're like, why aren't they throwing? Because they know they need to get 2. It's pointless to get off just 1. So we had a horrible lead. We're going to be swapping into Swampert here. And they're going to be going into Shadow Dragonite, which is going to be resisting the Hydro Cannon. And unfortunately, we do not have the Sludge Wave. So we're just going to have to keep going with the Hydro Cannon because Earthquake is not going to be energy efficient. But funny enough, we're still doing a ton of damage and actually threatening them with the Hydro Cannon. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through because we do have the Galarian Rapidash here that's going to be putting in work up against this thing. They are only sitting on 1 shield here. Going to go ahead and go for that Body Slam to see if we can get a shield out of them. They're going to go ahead and let that go down with the energy. Let's see what they're going to bring into the battle. Galarian Rapidash is holding it down. We're going to be instantly swapping because they know, well, we know they're going to go into Escavalier. So they're going to be going into their Kingdra here. We're going to go straight for the Megahorn. Let's land this, please. Fantastic. So at this point, we're simply going to shield up everything it throws at us. And we're going to have a bunch of energy ready to go. So they're getting out that well, we don't want to shield up another one. Thank goodness we were able to farm them down. And now we're going to be able to put the pressure on with the super effective Drillruns up against the Empoleon. They're letting the first one go through because they know that the other Pokemon does have energy ready to go. Or they're just waiting for this next one. And the Empoleon does have a bunch of energy itself. We're going to be going with the Body Slam. Not very effective, but it's still going to be enough to take out this Steel type Empoleon. Let's get it into the next battle here. We're going to be met with our own rank, and it is going to be a Shadow Snorlax. This is not a good matchup, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That Lick's doing super effective damage, and Snorlax is pretty thick. It can take hits. Going for that Hydro Cannon. They're letting it go through, expected. And we are going to let this go through as well. Just a Body Slam, no big deal. And they're going to go ahead and swap into their Kingdra. So we have Earthquake, and we're going to go ahead and go straight for that. If we can land this, we're going to be looking pretty good here. fantastic. So water is going to be massively resisted by Kingdra because of the dragon and water typing. So if you are looking for some sort of protector for your fire type, Kingdra is going to be the calling there for you. Or Swampert, of course. Or numerous other Pokemon. We're going to be countering down that thing, gaining quite a bit of energy. And they have an Altaria, guys. So that's going to be an XL, of course. And we're going to go ahead and go... Well, is it XL? Let me look. Oh, no, it's not. It's just powered up. Oh, never mind. So interesting. It's not even best buddy, but... You're going to see me mess up here. So we're building up energy, and we had a Megahorn. You see that? Clearly, we had a Megahorn. Swapping into our Galarian Rapidash, because they don't want to be matched up against that, resisting that Dragon Breath. And we're taking super effective from that lick. Getting off another Body Slam spam. Let's get it. Getting their shield, the first shield, finally out of them here. They're really holding on to those. They know what they're doing. Going for a Body Slam. We're going to be using our last one here. And getting to our Body Slam, I was like, come on, let's get it. We got this here. Expecting a shield, though. Or not, but letting it go through. And we got to a Body Slam here. And we're going to instantly swap. But watch where I mess up. I don't tap Megahorn. I tap Drillrun, folks. That's a clear tap over there. I didn't... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have clearly went for that because it would have been enough. And you're like, well, what are you talking about? That wasn't enough. Megahorn probably wouldn't have been enough either. Watch exactly what happens here. We get to a Body Slam, and they have 1 HP. Megahorn would have done it. So, hey, you make mistakes, you live, you learn, and you move on. That Altaria kind of threw me off. Very nice. It's not even XL. Cool. Into the next battle, we're met with a Venusaur. This is half okay. This is, it's favoring the Venusaur, really. And they, obviously have to look out for that Psychic. So they're going for Frenzy Plant and then swapping into a Charizard. So we are down a Shield, and we do have energy loaded on our Galarian Rapidash. Going in here with the Swampert, letting that Blast Burn go through. We're going to be building up to 2 Hydro Cannons here and then letting them go. This is not going to be enough to KO. Now here's the thing with Swampert going up against Charizard. The Hydro Cannon doesn't KO if you're not Shadow. And then your quick moves are going to barely be able to take it out. Luckily we're able to get them out of there before they get to another Dragon Claw. And they are still holding on to 2 shields. We're going to go straight for Earthquake here. If we can land this on the Venusaur, we'll be looking fantastic. Oh, this is great. So remember all the energy we had? We're going to go in here and instantly hit that Body Slam. We have about 2 of those built up here. And it is going to force a shield out of them, I would expect. They don't want to waste all that energy on that Venusaur. They're swapping as we get off our next Body Slam here into a Glade, I do believe. Oh, Blaziken. Okay, we're going to stay in here for a minute. Get to another Body Slam because we're going to be massively resisting those counters. Sounds good to me. We're getting that final shield and we're holding on to 1. Blaze Kick. I don't think it would KO, but maybe. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I'm going to shield it up to protect ourselves. Nice lag here. Oh, you got to love that when shields are down, you get that skip. And you don't know if you're going to be able to hit your charge. And then we're going to instantly swap into our Escavalier. It's GG's. And I do commend this trainer for just sticking it out and throwing their charge move. And not backing out. And good game. And into the next battle. I do like that name there. And let's see what they're going to be starting with. It's going to be a shiny Toxicroak. Very nice. Very nice Toxicroak. So we do need to look out for the Sludge Bomb, but we're also doing a lot of damage with our Psycho Cut, one of the lowest damage giving moves, dealing moves. And we're going to be going into our Swampert. They're going into Escavalier, letting that first Drill Run go through. I'm going to go straight Hydro Cannon here. And it's doing a lot of damage. As you know, Swampert's so OP. So technically, yeah, the Galarian Rapidash and the Swampert are going to be threatened by Venusaur, and that is why we have the Escavalier to just simply handle it because of the steel and the bug typing. You can throw Frenzy Plant, Frenzy Plant, Frenzy Plant, and it can just absorb them, and eventually it will take it out, right? So going for that Hydro Cannon onto that Toxicroak, getting a shield out of them, which is great. Going in here with the Galarian Rapidash. I'm just going to say Rapidash, okay? And they're swapping and catching it with their Obstagoon, and that's just chef's kiss, guys. We're doing so much damage with our counter, with the Escavalier. We're going to let that go through, no problem. Now, the game plan is to just simply farm it down. We have a bunch of energy, and now just go with the drill runs here. This is going to KO the Toxicroak when it does get through here. And they're shielding it up, obviously. Going for another one, and here's another one of those situations. You're like, well, why didn't they throw their energy? Because they knew they needed to build up to 2. All right, good game. Going on to the next battle, we're met with an expert, and they're going to be starting it off with a Shadow Machamp. And here we go. We're rising up, folks. Are they going to swap or are they going to stay? I found that a lot of them do like to stay in this matchup because if they get a Rock Slide through, it is going to do a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and shield this up, and it is a Rock Slide, so good call on our end. And we're going to go straight for the Psychic, getting a little bold here. And they're shielding it up, unfortunately. But fortunately, though, they did get their defense drop. So, Psycho Cud's going to be doing that much more. And same with Body Slam. We're getting 2 shields out of them. This is looking pretty good here. I think we call this. I think we're going to... Oh, no. Oh, man, they baited us. All right, so farm down at this point. They're going into Empoleon. So this isn't good. They're going to be absorbing this, no problem. We're going to swap into our Escavalier. And this is a shieldless game. This is not going to KO. We're going to be able to survive and then get off the drill run and take them out. We're going to be in a decent position here, getting a little bit more energy for whatever reasons. I think I just over-tapped. Taking out the Empoleon, and we're holding on by just a sliver, which is great. I think that's why we over-tapped. We didn't want to have too much health, and they're farming us just a little bit, going in here with the Rapidash, and we're going to try to farm down here. I'm really hoping that this isn't a rock slide. We'll watch what happens. I'm like, I just lost. Charizard, and they back out. Okay. Hey, let's get it. Alrighty, into the next battle. We're going to be met with another expert. And I love this team. Escavalier is so fun. And we're met with a Lapras. I think this one does a pretty interesting thing. Oh, never mind. This isn't the one. So they're going to be throwing that Surf here, doing decent damage. And we're going to go ahead and go straight for the Psychic. If we get a shield, that's good. And if we don't, that's still okay. And now we're going to go ahead and start throwing these Body Slams here since we were able to get that Psychic through. They don't want to get hit by another one. Exactly. They shielded up. We're able to get to another Body Slam spam. And at this point, we can go in with the Escavalier. We're going to let everything go through. We're not going to waste a shield here, so we can still hold on to 2 shields. Now, I really wanted to farm down with the Escavalier's counter, but that's not going to happen because they did build up a bunch of energy over there. So they're about to throw another Surf at us, which is going to do decent damage. And we're simply going to farm this down for sure and go for that Drill Run onto the Shadow Machamp. And this is going to do quite a bit of damage, but they're going to shield it up, protecting that. So we're going to instantly swap since their shields are all the way down. And going in with the Swampert here. Going to go ahead and shield up this Cross Chop and get to this Hydro Cannon. Going to do a lot of damage. This is just a normal Swampert here. I completely maxed out my Shadow one, unfortunately. But we do have another one that we can make because we did TM away Frustration. We do have Hydro Cannon with a double moved one. It's like 800 CP. Going for the Earthquake, doing a lot of damage. Gotta love it. And the Kingdra takes a while to get to its charge moves, getting off that Octazooka, taking us out, looking good. Going to go ahead and try to counter down here, farming it all the way, going for that Drill Run on the Machamp, and we're going to take the win with the Escavalier, putting in work, guys. This thing's amazing. So obviously has to look out for fire. I just really enjoy going up against the Charizard with Dragon Breath. With the Escavalier. It's so fun. So we have a horrible lead. We're going to go ahead and swap into Swampert, and they're going to be going into Glade over there. So we need to look out for that Leaf Blade. It will KO us in one shot. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up since we have, I don't know, 2 Hydro Cannons ready to go here. We do not want to waste that energy. And this will take them out if they do not shield any of it. So we're getting 1 shield. Do they want to double shield this? They will be able to survive this, and they know that. And they will be able to get to another Leaf Blade here. Oh, or not. I feel like they had it, right? Maybe they were stuck in the confusion animation still. Okay, anyway, so in comes Empoleon, and we're just going to go for Earthquake. If we land this, I mean, this will be incredible. And we don't. They're not. They know better. So the Empoleon has a bunch of health. Going to go in here with Escavalier, and we're going to shield this first one up. This is definitely not a farm down situation here. Only 1 shield, and they're going to have a Charizard in the back. It does have Fire Spin. We're going to go ahead and swap. We have some nice lag. And we went from having Psychic Energy to having Psychic and a half. That's how much lag there was. Are you kidding me? That is devastating. That could ruin your whole game. Anyways, getting it off, getting the Body Slam, putting in work with the Galarian Rapidash. Did it again. With the Rapidash. All right. Going for the Hydro Cannon. Great. Getting the Escavalier in here, a few more counters, and we're able to get off the Drill Run. This will take out the Empoleon, and looking good, taking the win. This thing's just pulling up clutch for us at the end. All right, up against another expert here. Let's see what they're going to be starting it off with, and it is going to be a Venusaur. Do they want to swap? I think they actually stay there like, yeah, I like this situation here. I know I don't need to throw the Sludge Bomb. Frenzy Plant is all I need to do, and that is actually correct. So getting a shield out of them, which is great. Going to go ahead and go for another one here. Building up extra energy to give the illusion. And they're letting it go through. So dang. Of course, hindsight's 2020. We could all have done great if we would have done whatever else differently. So we're bringing them low. They're holding on to their shields. They're like, nope, we're not going to fall for it. And I'm over here like, I'm going to double shield you, I guess. I'm just going to have to. I don't have to, but I want to. So they're down a shield. They're swapping into Charizard. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Swampert. This is great. This is actually starting to look pretty decent for us. even though we did use both shields on a Galarian Rapidash just then. So we're getting that first one through here. We're going to... I was going to say we're going to let this go through. Yeah, we'll have no shield. They're going for a Dragon Claw. And I'm feeling like I want to farm this thing down. I really do. Come on. Can we do it? Oh, no, we don't. We don't even tap it. Just it's getting too nervous here. We don't want to lose this matchup. Down they go. Yeah, I know. And they're farming us a very little. And they're going to be instantly swapping into a Kingdra. And we're going to go ahead and go into our Galarian Rapidash. I can't do it. I can't just say Rapidash, I guess. So we're going to go for Psychic, and they're letting it go through, surprisingly. Going to go ahead and go for a Body Slam, while these Dragon Breaths are going to be heavily resisted here by the Fairy typing on the Rapidash. Hey, I did it. All right, so this is, yeah, just Noctizuka. Of course, you're not going for Outrage with that. Going in here and farming down a shieldless battle. And then we're taking the win back out here. Looking good. Into the next one, folks. We do have a pretty decently long video here. About 23 minutes of battles. We're met with another Toxicroak, but this time just regular. And they're actually gaining energy and swapping like before. Get it? Into a Kingdra. This is great. I wonder what they have back there. Is their whole team weak to a Galarian Rapidash? So this is looking great. I mean, we're going to be massively resisting the Dragon Breath as well as that counter, even more so because of the Psychic typing. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and let this charge move go through because we don't have to worry about that. I'm just curious as what the third Pokemon could be for them to go in here like this. So let's see. And they're going in with all... Oh, it's the Lapras. Okay, so we're going to go straight with the Psychic here. Can we get the defense drop? And we're getting it through. They have one shield. We have 2 shields left. Going to go for the Body Slam spam. And then we want to swap into Swampert here and just absorb whatever they're going to throw at us. The Swampert is just, unfortunately, collateral damage. Not all the time, but this specific situation. Hitting us with Ice Beam here. And we're going to go for the Hydro Cannon. Like I said, I just want to absorb all of their energy and chip away at that Lapras. And we're looking great. Now we're just going to let this go down. An Ice Beam should take us out here. And swapping, we have like a couple HP. They go in with the Toxicroak. They have 1 shield left. This can be potentially hazardous for us. We need to look out for that Mud Bomb. Definitely do not want to go for the Sludge Bomb, obviously. The counters are really starting to add up because of the Steel typing. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up for sure. Build up to 2 Drill Runs and let them loose. Let's see what we can do here, folks. The Swampert is useless. I guess we can use it to catch, but it's going to have to be precise. We don't really need it. We're just going to finish the battle now. GG's. Good game. Escavalier. Again. Do you see this? We already knew it. It's nothing new. Escavalier's been around. It's always good. Anyways, into the next battle, we're met with a Machamp again. All right. Sounds good. They're going to be swapping after a little bit of energy. And this is one of the Pokemon that is horrible for my team. Now, I could tell you a list of Pokemon that I don't like to run into, but I'd rather not. This one's one, though. That's for sure. And I won't tell you the other. Empoleon, is it? No. It's not that. We can handle Empoleon. There's another threatening one that I absolutely hate going up against. So we're getting a couple of these through here. We are still holding on to 2 shields and letting it go through. Another Icy Wind. They're just dramatically lowering our attack. At this point, they can farm us down. The Hydro Cannon, just watch this damage. It's kind of ridiculous. There you go. That's how much Hydro Cannon should regularly do. No, nobody would use it. So we go down here with an Icy Wind. And we're still holding on to 2 shields. They do have 1. So we're going to go for the Psychic here. This will take out the Drifblim if it does land. Obviously, there's a sliver of health there. And what are they going to do here? Come back in with an Abomasnow. So we do have an Escavalier, and we can also handle this Machamp. So this is looking pretty decent. All right, obviously, I would have liked the Galarian Rapidash to be lined up with the Machamp, but we're going to have to make do and figure this situation out before it's almost over. So going for the Drill Run. And we're getting that through. They have 1 shield. They're holding onto it. Unfortunately, oh my gosh, I really wanted to farm that thing down. It's going to be pointless to shield this. We're just going to farm a little bit with the Galarian Rapidash. And we're going to be able to spam Abomasnow here. Going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam here. Do we have... Okay, we're going to change the Psychic to play rough in a bit. And I did find some usability for it. And the reason why I did change it to that is because I'm running into XL Umbreons. And we're going to have a little surprise. Okay, I'm sick of it. Right, we're a Fairy type. We should be able to handle it. Right, so going for a Weather Ball, using our last shield at this point, and now we're going to go ahead and go for Psychic. I think this is a very close battle here. Abomasnow is a tough one, and it's holding on with like 2 HP, able to get to a charge move, and it's GG for us. Good game. Hey, yeah, you know, can't win them all. Right, into the next one here, we're going to be met with a Dragonite. Oh, Shadow. They're instantly swapping. They don't want to see any of that. Messed up here. messed up. This was actually supposed to be a Swampert swap. I didn't misclick. I wouldn't say panic. I just clicked this one. I was just thinking Drillrun. Yeah, all right, actually, what I was really thinking is a Alolan Muck. Because Alolan Muck is going to be part dark, taking more damage from it, as opposed to this regular Muck here. Pure poison, it's just resisted counter damage straight up. And they have a Typhlosion. I got so nervous, especially when I was not able to get off that Drillrun. I'm thinking, great, here it comes to burn the town down. But we do have this, so as long as we call the Solar Beam, we're going to be okay. That's a Blast Burn, expecting that, no problem. I'm willing to burn 2 shields on this thing, because it's going to destroy me if I do not play this out correctly. So we're getting the first shield out of them. Going for another Hydro Cannon here. And they're going to shield up their Typhlosion again. Now, if they're shielding it up again, this is going to be a Solar Beam. Yeah, so we're shielding that up, and they're going to be swapping, and we're going to go right into our Rapidash. And we do have the Play Rough. This is going to KO for sure. Yep, Psychic wouldn't have in that range, so that is the benefit there. Looking good. We're also getting stabbed. We're just going to go for this Body Slam. Take out the Typhlosion. Looking good. Let's go. Alrighty, folks. Closing to the end of the video. On to our next legend. Rank 24. And they have a good lead on us. Can we make a comeback? They're swapping into their Shadow Glade. And we're going to be going into our Swampert here that we did swap into the Empoleon with. And we don't want to get hit by that Leaf Blade, obviously. I felt like they had to. We're going to go ahead and shield this one up. But since we did Q in our Hydro Cannon, we're good to go here. Let's see if they want to really commit to that Glade. They do not, but they're able to take it. So what do I want to do at this point? Do I want to shield the Swampert up or let it go? We need to hold on to a shield, so we're going to let it go. Right. And what we're going to do is farm down with counter. Yeah, that's right. Going to get some farm on that thing, looking good. And what are they going to come back in here with? Not Empoleon, and they have a Toxicroak. Put a smile on my face. Let's get it. But we are in a kind of a tricky situation. All right? Because we're going to have to swap. And now we're up against the Empoleon. So how are we going to play this out? Well, do as much damage as possible to the Empoleon, because this is actually going to hurt. Okay, so that's pretty good. Kind of threatening there. So they are farming up quite a bit. They know how to play. This is a legend, guys. They know what they're doing here, right? Okay. So going for another one, and they have no more shields, obviously. They're going to have to let it go. And we're keeping our shield. We're going to go in here with the Escavalier. And we're going to have to shield this up. Toxicroak has energy. I'm getting nervous. Now, a Mud Bomb's not going to KO. And I'm just hoping they don't have 2 ready to go. We just need to get in 1 more counter. Or 2 more. 1 more. And we are going to be able to take them out. Let's go. Come at me. All right. Galarian Rapidash putting in some work up against these legends, boy. All right. And we have our last opponent. See what they have. It's going to be a Charizard. It's going to be Dragon Breath or Fire Spin. Maybe Fire Spin, because we're Dragon Breath. They instantly swapped into an Escavalier. And we're going to go ahead and go into our Swampert here. Feel pretty comfortable, right? Don't want to go into ours quite yet. But then again, I was thinking, I think I just messed up. Because, well, we have an Escavalier ourselves and they have a Charizard. But it did swap, so more than likely it has Dragon Breath. And they're coming in here with the Venusaur. This is actually pretty good for us. If we can get this through, then fine. If we get a shield, then fine as well. All right, they're using their shield, and they're going to be farming us down. So we have Escavalier, like we were discussing. Rapidash and the Swampert are going to be massively weak to Venusaur or Grass types, and that's where the Escavalier comes in handy. They're going to be swapping, and it looks like, oh boy, it does have Dragon Breath. So it's time to put in some work here. Going for our first Body Slam. They're holding on to 1 shield left. Are we going to get it out of them right now? And we do. Now they are shieldless, and we're holding on to 1 shield. Do we want to call this? Is it going to be a Blast Burn? And it is. Good call on our end here. And they give up. That was their only win con. GG's. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.